In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NCAAF games for November 1st, 2025, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full Winning Sport Picks experience, head over to WSPICKS.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Duke heading to Clemson, where the Tigers sit as a 3-point home favorite with the total at 54.5. This is one of those spots where the market screams short chalk for a reason. Clemson's defensive line at home has been the great equalizer all season, and Duke's offensive tempo tends to stall against disciplined front sevens. Home teams laying a field goal or less after a conference loss have covered 62% over the past decade, and Clemson's situational bounce-back profile fits perfectly. Expect a grindy first half that builds into a one-possession separation late, keeping the total under while Clemson controls the clock. Next stop, Penn State against Ohio State, where the Buckeyes are laying 18 with a total sitting around 64. You don't see many teams cover this kind of number consistently, but Ohio State's been a juggernaut in home conference spots. The market's holding steady despite heavy underdog money, which is always a red flag for bettors trying to fade elite programs. Penn State's offense looks solid on paper, but they've averaged just 16 points per game in their last 4 trips to Columbus. Historically, double-digit favorites off back-to-back wins cover 57% when the total exceeds 60. Expect Ohio State to pull away by the third quarter, and for this one to push past the number late with garbage time scoring. Over in the MAC, Buffalo takes on Bowling Green with the Bulls as slight 2-point road dogs, and the total set at 43.5. The sharp side here is Buffalo. Small road underdogs with a positive expected value edge. Over 50% in conference play have covered 58% historically. Bowling Green's defense gives up too many chunk plays on early downs, and Buffalo's balanced attack should exploit that. Add in a weather-adjusted total sitting on the low end, and you've got a sneaky over candidate. Expect a back-and-forth contest with Buffalo pulling away late. Points both ways, and that total inching past the 43 mark. Now to the Commanders classic. Army and Air Force meeting with Air Force, laying 11.5, and the total hovering around 48. It's one of those matchups where everyone thinks under by default because of the run-heavy systems, but the value actually leans over. Air Force's offense has opened up just enough this year to force defensive adjustments, and Army's been quietly efficient converting in the red zone. When both teams run the triple option at high tempo, possessions stay quick, and totals over 48 have cashed 60% historically between service academies in altitude-adjusted matchups. Expect Air Force to win comfortably, but for points to come easier than most expect. Finally, Vanderbilt heads to Texas with the Longhorns laying 24.5 and the total sitting near 46. Huge spread, but the line tells you everything. Texas is in full steamroll mode. They've covered 6 straight as home favorites of 20 or more, and Vanderbilt's defense hasn't held an opponent under 35 since mid-September. The market's holding the total down due to weather speculation, but barring heavy rain, this sets up as a mismatch across every metric. Expect Texas to build a 30-point lead by the fourth quarter, with the under sneaking through as backups trade field goals late. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at WSPICKS.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to WSPICKS.com right now. Recap: Clemson -3 and under 54.5, Ohio State -18 and over 64, Buffalo +2 and over 43.5, Air Force -11.5 and over 48, Texas -24.5 and under 46. 5 matchups, 10 edges, built on tempo, weather, and market discipline. That's how we crush college boards every single week. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, We bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!